Hey, welcome back. Whew. 4 in the morning, 4:15, no sleep, stuffed. Can't even see what I'm doing. Beautiful little sunrise down in the middle of our beach. Full moon in the background over here, which is creating a little bit of softbox light on the rocks. Should be pretty good. The water's not that good, the tide's not in, so there's not a lot on the rocks. That's going to be a little tricky. It's going to be more about that light we're chasing this morning. Down here with Jack, he's still on school holidays, so just enjoying a bit of father and son time, which is always good. And something new as well, I brought down the new film camera. Finally bit the bug after seeing all the videos about it, and I thought I'd at least get one, just try a cheap one, and I wanted to get a Pentax K1000, but they're worth more than what they're worth. So I got the K2, so that should be pretty cool. That's the more advanced one, that has all the more features than the K1. It's not a mint condition one or anything like that, but it's in good working order from Japan. As always, the Japanese are amazing with their cameras when you buy stuff from them. And so it's been a really good experience. Got a roll of 400, just to Ilford 400 to test out this morning. I thought that might be good with the sunrise. 50mm, my famous Super Takumar 50mm on there. What a lens, 1.4, so light should be no dramas. And yeah, let's go see if we can find something. Gonna hit that intro and start shooting before this light runs out, and we'll have a bit of a chat. First little composition I thought was pretty nice, and you can see that colour up here is just perfect. A little bit of cloud band, that's going to reflect, hopefully that sun should come up and reflect off that cloud and make Point Cartwright really nice. But I've got just this little pool of water and all these just loose rocks in there. Normally looks sort of erratic, but it's actually really nice. And there's a little pyramid or pointy, triangular shaped rock just here. I've got the 15-35 on. That's the only lens I'm really using this morning, except for the film camera, which I'll probably go and get some shots. I need a little bit more light for that ISO 400. And I'm just shooting down here and using that 15-35 to accentuate that as a foreground element. So I've got like a little pyramid at the front and then that little burst of colour and magic in the background. A couple of different shots all the way out to 30 seconds. Mostly smoothing out that water, which is sort of what you want to do, I guess, and just get that reflection off the glassy water. So yeah, just changing speeds as we do normally, just keep changing. The beauty of digital, which I'm not going to have with the film, is the fact that you can adjust those speeds and have a bit of a play around until you get the right light. When I go to use a film camera, I'm going to have one shot and that's going to be it. I'm going to have to. The first time is going to be a guess one. It's been 30 years since I've played with a film camera from the old darkroom days in Casuarina High School. But yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. It's a little bit of fun anyway, something different. It's all the rage now, so I thought I'd, relive my youth. It's my 50th birthday. I've just had my 50th birthday when you see this video, and yeah, why not? Midlife crisis it. Rightio, so just coming down, I've got Winston in the a little bit lower on the second setting, and I've got it on manual focus now at the moment, just trying to get some of those backlights, just trying a few of those, and you can see that it's just changing so fast that I'm now up to F11 just to keep my highlights in touch. Obviously focusing to the right, so I've got a chance, and then hopefully I can pull the shadows up in Lightroom. So that's the plan on that regard. I could use a bit of light painting, but I don't really want to, because I want to keep that reflection off the water, and if I light paint on the water, it's going to sort of spoil that reflection as much as you might. So you can see that reflection here now with beautiful weatherman hands. Look at that. You see that beautiful reflection in the water, and then it's broken up by those rocks. It actually looks like little clouds in the sky to me. So we're going to have a bit of reflection of these little clouds, these rock clouds, and those gorgeous rock clouds and that gorgeous sky above Point Cartwright. It's always a really lovely silhouette, I reckon, in the morning to come out and see this silhouette here a Point Cartwright and the lighthouse up on the corner, and then back the sun rising behind it, and then a bit of blue sky and purple sky. Although there wasn't much purple this morning, so that was probably one thing. Right, I'm just going to go and get some more shots and I'll come back and have a chat. Just had to pick my camera up. There's a couple of little rogue waves coming through. The tide's coming in pretty good now. So I'll reset that up in a sec. It's looking pretty good. I'm just waiting for that reflected light, so it should be fine. A little time to chat. So, beauty about full moon, when you come out on these early morning stars, is the fact that that can help you with your eyes to find your compositions in the dark. So instead of having to have a head torch on, which sort of throws away your night vision a little bit, you're able to just use that moonlight and then just set up your spots, and it's a lovely little softbox light, so when you do take your images, you actually are going to get a bit of that soft light on the rocks if you set yourself up in the right angle. So if that's behind you and then you're shooting this way, that light's going to light up that little bit of scene, and when you're doing a long exposure anyway, 10, 15, 20 seconds, you're going to get that extra little bit of light in there you just wouldn't normally get without that moon in there. So that's always quite handy, I've found. Now, that sun's not far off. It's looking really, really nice. There's some nice little reflected light. I'll spin you around. You can see that cloud just up above up here. That light's just starting to reflect off that. So it's a really good sign that we're going to get some nice light coming across in that, just under that cloud base there. Once that starts lighting up, we'll be right. I am getting a few more little waves here, so it's going to be tricky to set the camera back up where I had it. So I don't know how this is going to go. We might have to find another composition, I reckon. Here's a new little camera, little K2 Pentax. K2 was like the top of the line one, had all the automatic features and blah blah blah. But it's a good little solid film camera, Pentax. It's got the light meter still on the right hand side, which is what the K1000 had, and that's really all I wanted, just to go back to that. Those high school roots where I learned how to shoot photography and how to roll my own film, how to develop my own film, how to mix the chemicals, all that fun stuff. Was really a pain in the butt then. Everyone wants to do now, so that's cool. It's good. It's good learning. It's good to learn how to do it, how to do that manual process, and to get all that done. And now it's time to. I've just got one roll, so I'm just going to try and get one nice little shot while I've got a little bit of colour, a bit of purple in the clouds, and just see how I go from there. I've got the 50mm, the 8-blade, my favourite lens of all time. 1.4, we're going to go low light, see how we go with the light meter and see what we get. So here goes the first shot. 2025 film, 30 years, 1993 I think, so a bit over 30 years now. Very old school, very old I am. Joys of being 50, midlife crisis right here in my hand. 1/8 of a second on the dial, it's already wound on. Just a matter of getting focus and what I want to focus. I'm probably going to come down and get some focus on these rocks here. I just took a shot there before the waves started getting a bit full on, and I'm going to try and get another shot of them while I've got you on here. See what I get. Right, just be a horizontal, won't be any fancy verticals or anything like that. First shot of film in 30 plus years. Wow. Of course, I've chosen the 50mm to get on there, which means I can't get too close. So it's going to be a standard sort of a shot. there you go. First shot with the new K2. Very cool. And then wind it on to the next shot. Might get two. Might get one to the moon while I've got the moon up. You can see that beautiful big sunburst coming up. And just trying to get a, just going out to 35 mil, just trying to get a couple of handheld shots now with the waves. So 8 for the second. It's gonna ISO 100. And that's gonna be F13 just to keep it there. But it looks lovely. Just picking up that silhouette. Just a little bit of motion in the water, not big waves or anything, but it's just that lovely colour. There's some beautiful colour on the clouds behind with the moon, so I'm going to try and get a shot with that with the film camera as well once I've got this. But I just wanted to, I'm just going to run around and get some handheld shots now. No more tripod. I've got enough light, got the stabiliser on, the R6 Mark II. I'm at 8 for a second, which you can easily do with the stabiliser on, so it's pretty good. And just trying to get that light, see how it's reflecting off those clouds. Now it looks fantastic. Definitely got a good one in there. It's a gorgeous little glow off the water, so very happy with that. But I'll spin you around and I'll show you what that, see those pinks on the clouds? Just rotate you a little bit. See it a bit more, oh, just a bit of an angle. Just behind Jack's head, all those clouds up there. Okay, so I got one shot. I'm going to get, just wait a couple more minutes. The moon's just coming out behind the cloud. I don't think I'm going to get much more that way. That moon is looking good with those clouds. Looks fantastic. So I hope I got a picture I can use, and then I'm going to work out how to get it onto YouTube to show you on digital. It's going to be the fun bit. And I'm wondering how much it cost me. So this will be my 5th shot. Once I shot this, I think that'll be enough. I don't want to just waste them. It's the thing with film, you can't just waste them. But there's some really nice light bouncing off the waves. That sunlight's now coming off the waves, and I'm getting a bit of everything. So before I lose all that, just focus to infinity. Got the moon in the top left corner. Just waiting for some waves to come to crash. And hopefully that is the shot. Beautiful. Rightio, I'm going to pack over here before we get saturated and everything is put underwater. I will see you all next week. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.